Welcome to the Family 414. 4 minutes and 14 seconds of faith building for you and your family. Today on the 414, we are talking about our summer mystery series here at Old Liberty Baptist Church. Throughout the next several weeks, we're going to be talking about different mysteries in the Bible, and we're going to be looking at them through the context of different components of a mystery story, some things that you need to include to have a good mystery story. Our first one is the hook. The hook is a sentence, an image, or an event at the beginning of the story that draws people into your story. They want to find out more. They want to find out what happened. They want to find out who done it. It's really what drives the story and really what invites everybody into the story so that they participate with it. Now, I want to take a look at that, the hook, from a family perspective, and just ask the question, what is your family's hook? What is the driving force behind your family? What is the word or the event or the scripture verse that defines who you are and where you are going? You know, with our families, there's a lot of different things that we could hold as our driving force. It could be we just want to have fun, and we just want to be a fun family. We want to do everything we can to have happiness in the home. And that's not a bad thing, but it's not necessarily the deepest thing. We want to be rich. We want to be taken care of. We want to be have all of our needs met. That's great, but that's not necessarily a great guiding force for your family. We want to be influential. We want to be the one that everybody looks to on the block, that everybody wants to keep up with our family when it comes to what we have, what we do, and what we say. But obviously, we want our families to please God, and we want the driving force of our families to be pleasing God. So we should have some sort of hook for our family, some sort of purpose statement, some sort of idea that when all is going crazy, when we start to lose focus, we can go back to that and say, oh yeah, that's why we're here. That's what we're trying to do. Scripture verses make a great purpose statement, make a great hook for us. You think of Psalm 127, verse 1, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. So unless the Lord builds the house, everything that we do is worthless. We want to make sure that God is involved in all of our decisions. God is involved in our worldview, the way we look at things, the way we act about things. We want to make sure that God is in every little bit of it. Another great one, of course, Joshua 24:15, where the end of that says, but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua throws out an ultimatum there. You can serve these people, you can serve those people, you can serve those people, but as for me and my house, we're going to serve God. And that's a great thing for a family to come back to when things start to split, when you start to have arguments, when other issues start to enter into the family. We can go back and remember, no, as for our family, we're going to serve God. So we need to make sure that we make right decisions that follow after that principle. And it might not be a scripture verse that you use as your hook, as your purpose statement. You can come up with something else that has a godly biblical background, something like the person's family never dreamed they could have so much fun serving God. And a statement like that knows that our foundational principle is serving God, but also that we can have fun doing that, and that if we're not serving God, we're doing something wrong. And if we're not having fun, then something has shifted. And maybe we need to pray about that. Maybe we need to look at what our situation is and what's going on. So having a statement like that is good for us to have a starting point and something that drives our story. Your story is going to go many places. As children grow up, as different circumstances happen in and around your home, things are going to change. But what do you hope to resolve by the end of the story? Where do you hope your story goes as it is unfolding? And it's good for us to have some sort of statement that reminds us of what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish. It sets expectations in our home that we can communicate and let everybody know what we think we should be doing. So have a hook. Try to figure out one with your family today. What can be that driving statement that when all goes crazy, you can come back to that vision and set everything straight again, knowing what you're trying to resolve in your home. All right, the moment you've been waiting for, another clue to our caper, and that is deals with Trixie Pebbles. And Trixie Pebbles, Pastor Pebbles' wife, has been telling everyone that she sees that she hopes that her taco salad turned out okay. So Trixie's going around telling everybody, boy, I hope my taco salad turned out okay. Boy, I sure hope it's as good as it usually is. So what is behind that? Is it humility, or did something go wrong with the recipe and she's got something to hide? Well, use that information to try to figure out our mystery, and we'll see you next time on the 414.